What's going on? Welcome to the new channel. Figured I'd start doing a blog channel and kind of explain how some of the racing things go about for our racing program. We have a race this weekend. It's up in South Dakota. It's called Rally at the Valley. It's a really fun time. Been going to it for a few years now. It's pretty good. Hasn't treated us too kind as far as the bike goes. The bike being a 2010 ZX14. Motor was done by Will Marquette down in Kansas at the cycle shop. We also run a Fuel-Tech system that was supplied by David Lagoria at Lagoria Drag Racing. He really sets this thing up. He's got it on kill. Well, we make it go on kill. But he does pretty good. Customer support from both of these guys has been phenomenal. They really help us out. Sorry if you hear the trains. That's kind of a thing around here. What we're going to do is get some time-lapse videos of stuff we're doing in the trailer, maintenance stuff. I'll show you the bike. Yeah, there is a couple things that need to be addressed on the bike right now. We run a flat slick. Slick needs to be aired back up for the travel. We'll get it aired back up. Get everything set in place. Get our nitrous bottles all in a line. We'll get our fuel. Make sure we got all of our tools. Make sure the trailer's all set up. Got to get to the golf cart today. For some reason, I'm having battery issues. It's kind of been a pain in my ass, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I hear you. Stupid ass trains. Yeah. So where I live is where the Union Pacific originally started, so sorry. But as I told you, it's a 2010 ZX14. It is a grudge bike. I set it up this way. We run a lot of no time events. We don't make it down south as much as we'd like to, but when we do, we kind of swing big. We try to. There's this whole thing between Suzuki's better than Kawasaki's better than Suzuki's, but I like Kawis. That's my preference. My teammate Mike Kelly, he has a Busa. You'll see him later in the vlog. We'll be going over to his place and working on his bike a little bit. It's also a nitrous fed no bar bike. I do also have a bar bike that will be in its own little series here. We'll get that all shown for you guys, and you guys can watch the build process on that. That will also be powered by Fuel-Tech. And then I'll show you clutch maintenance and everything on this bike, which is next to nothing because Will had already had this clutch set up. I bought it off of a friend of ours, David Ellenbecker. They had it already set up. I threw it in the bike went 118 off the trailer. Ever since then, it's been 118 to 122 60 foots anywhere we go. Except for one place, we got some really good data. After we adjusted the chassis a little bit. Sometimes I'll have a jockey for it, Jeffrey Orth. He rides it for me. You'll meet him. He's a wild ass. He's a gun-ho, mullet-bearing American. He's pretty cool. You'll like him. And then I've got my family that comes with us. We got Mike and his wife. It's a big team event. We just had an event last week. No prep series here at I-29. Didn't go as well as I would plan for me or Mike. Mike's a fresh rebuild. Mine's a fresh rebuild. They're very built motors. They're, H-beam rods. I'm not going to give you the CCs on it. They're big. Well, somewhat big. They're nitrous fed. I like to stay on a smaller side of the CCs for the motor. It's one of those things. It's tuner friendly, in my opinion. The bikes are fun. We do the bikes a lot. Okay, so there she is. Got the tail section, got the shell put back on. I got the dampener set back up. Very crucial. We don't have a lot of weight in the front end, so this thing likes to death wobble if you don't got that on there. Nearly scared the shit out of Jeffo up in Cedar Falls. It did not like that. Tires aired up. We're ready to go up to Marion, South Dakota for Rally at the Valley. Oh yeah, added this too. So I didn't film this, but the other day I pulled my nitrous system apart. When I pulled it apart, I noticed that there were some issues with one of the solenoids on there. So we replaced that, replaced the purge solenoid, but I went ahead and took out all my jets just to check them out. I run 4 individual jets. Very big shot of nitrous. Very big for a bike. Anyways, so I pulled them out and I tried looking through them and I could see stuff in them. And if you have a plugged nitrous system, that's bad news in general. Like, you're not gonna have a very good day with that. I know the bottle don't look the best. I have other bottles. I'll probably put a different bottle on there. But if you ain't got one of these and you spray nitrous on your bike or any car or truck, you need this. This is a filter. This will catch any junk that gets passed from here to there before it gets to your solenoids. Very crucial that you have that. That will save a lot, I can tell you that. But other than that, like I said, we're ready. We have some stuff to take care of here in the trailer. Obviously, you've seen the golf cart. Fucking hate that thing. I gotta get it working. I'm pretty sure it needs a battery. Some fuel. Running up and down the street a little bit. It needs some body work too. It's scratched to hell. Then we gotta get the Grom in here. The Grom's my baby. Everybody wants to take off on the golf cart, but you leave my Grom alone. That's just how it goes. I did forget one of my sponsors. My good friend Dean with Dino's Lawn Care. This guy, if you need your grass cut in the metro area of Omaha or Council Bluffs here, hit him up. He's very good, and he's very passionate about his business. So, but other than that, we have quite a bit of work to do still as far as like get ready for the event. I gotta get everything in the trailer strapped down. Gotta get the bike strapped down still. The buttons up in the toolbox before anybody asks me. I take it off because my straps like to pop it off every once in a while. I've broken like 3 of them. So finally I just started taking them off. I don't care. I'm done messing with them. Other than that, we'll get all strapped in, get ready for the weekend. It's gonna be a fun weekend. We're gonna have a good time up there. So, as you can tell, it did not wait until we got up to Marion before I had to pull the front nose cone off. I usually like to try to start the bike before we even get on the road. before we even leave the house. So I was just doing my little pre-startup. Hit the ignition, nothing there. Come to find out, I have a dead battery. It's only showing about 6.5 volts, so it looks like I'm going to get a battery. This does use a 24 volt system to start it, but it runs off of one single battery up front. So yeah, off to the store I go to get a battery. Okay, so definitely was a bad battery. Went and got a new battery, put it in, fired right up. Had no problems with it, as you just seen. Yeah, you're a temperamental little bitch. Fucking hate you sometimes, but I'm still having a little issue with the crank sensor. I'm getting a variable gap distance issue, so I'm gonna order a new crank sensor. Try to have it overnighted before the race. Swap it out, put it in there. But other than that, the thing sounds good. Sounds healthy. I think we're ready to rock and roll. I just got to slam the front end back on there, and then basically see everybody in South Dakota. But Mikey was busy, so we're gonna head over there tomorrow and everything and see what's going on with him. I feel like he has some stressful stuff going on. He just he said he wasn't really feeling it tonight, which is fine. I'll go ahead and get this video up for you guys so y'all can see it, and then we'll just do another video and another video. We'll make this a common thing. I do want to start doing some maintenance stuff for you, show you how we break these bikes down, how they operate, how they work as far as clutch work. I mean, it looks really bare. There is something really cool I can point out right now. Here is my front fork. You'll notice that, yep, there's the stupid trains. Anyways, back to the front fork. This front fork was sent to me from Billy Allman, who is an awesome grudge bike racer down south in South Carolina, I believe, is where he's from. But if you check this out, see anything? It does not compress. These things are completely hollow. They only weigh about 1 pound 3 ounces, something like that. It's something stupid light. Sorry. Oh, my bad. But we put these on the bike and lightened the front end up a lot, and it was to the point where that's where the death wobble started. So then we got the stabilizer. Once we got the stabilizer, smooth as glass. Everybody's like, oh, aren't you afraid of the no travel in the front end? Not really. We can't really notice it. It's almost like running a rigid rear section on like a bar bike or something, but it makes it a little rough. But at a 4-second, 1/8 mile, you're not really gonna notice it unless you're getting really violent with the bike and everything. One thing I've noticed as far as chassis wise is it actually helps with keeping the front end solid. So all I have to really tune on is the rear shock. I don't have to worry about how much travel the front end's got and everything. It's basically based off of how much the rear end is gonna squat, and then how much it raises back up and the amount of time it raises back up. Once we got all that set, this thing will 60 foot all day long, right where we want it. It'll go right down Broadway every time. We don't really have an issue with it anymore. Not since we put that stabilizer on there. Once we put the stabilizer on there, that made a world of difference. That cleared everything up. But all right, that'll do it for this video. Just remember, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
We about to turn it on.